Enemies in video games can sometimes be a burden, coming back for you multiple times, even haunting you until the end of the game, and giving you scare jumps when you least expect it. These enemies, relentless and invincible, sometimes throughout the whole game, is what really makes a game interesting and worth playing until the end, even if you have to be watching your back in every turn you take. I have gathered a list of some of the most relentless enemies in video games. Nemesis from Resident Evil. Nemesis from the Resident Evil games is one of the toughest bosses you will ever face. Strong, fast, and ruthless. He's a very iconic tyrant from the Resident Evil game series. You can bring him down after using a lot of your ammo, or you can just dodge him and pray that he doesn't show up once again after. Nemesis became famous because of the way he relentlessly follows you around, killing some of your teammates, and ultimately focusing on you until the end of the game. For all of those reasons, I consider Nemesis one of the most relentless enemies in the whole Resident Evil saga. When you finally kill him at the end of the game, you might feel free from his embrace, but also still feel a bit insecure, as he might come back for you until he finally fulfills his mission. Scissorman from Clock Tower. The Scissorman from Clock Tower is a little creepy figure that appears in multiple occasions, chasing you around with his giant pair of scissors. This Super Nintendo game was one of the first games to set up a new direction for horror games in the future, thus giving developers new ideas as how relentless and creepy a boss should be. From beginning to end, you will face this enemy that doesn't seem to quit in trying to cut you down. The Gatherers from Amnesia: The Dark Descent. The Gatherers are creatures that will chase you around the world of Amnesia. You don't have any weapons or any way of fighting back. The only thing you can do as you descend into madness is only hide and hope that these malevolent creatures don't see you. It's always best to avoid them, but that will not always be the case. This is a very creepy dark game that deserves a mention, as it will indulge you into its dark theme and gameplay. Jack Baker, Resident Evil 7. Jack Baker and his whole family have proven to us that when it comes to tyrants in the Resident Evil series, they never disappoint. Jack is a relentless enemy that seems invisible throughout the game, so all you can do is run and hide. I don't think you want to waste your precious ammo unless necessary, as Jack will stalk and haunt you from beginning to end. A case of someone good turned bad. Jack Baker will always go down as one of the most iconic and the strongest enemies in Resident Evil. Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. Another iconic enemy that appears in video games and movies alike. Pyramid Head is all the way up there along Nemesis, Jack Baker, and other relentless bosses. He will chase you from beginning to end, always proving to be the strongest enemy around. He carries a giant sword that you better avoid if you don't want to end up buried dead in the hell of Silent Hill. A very creepy game, Pyramid Head goes along very well with the surroundings of the Silent Hill universe.
Leave her alone! Leave us both the hell alone!
The Spider from the game Limbo. If there is one enemy that will cause you to have a nervous breakdown, it would be the Spider from the game Limbo. The Spider will chase you down while you have to pass obstacles and avoid falling prey to it. This is a very good game that deserves a mention, as the darkness of the graphics and its enemies will immerse you in its excellent gameplay and horror. So please, keep running and don't become prey to the Spider. The Alien from Alien Isolation. This iconic xenomorph from the Alien movies is one of the scariest enemies out there. It can be killed, and all you can do is hide and wait for it to pass. If you happen to have a flamethrower, you might be able to make it go away for a bit, but you know that it's always there listening and waiting for you to make a mistake. The true feeling of isolation, along with this iconic enemy, make this game a very creepy, lonely, and dark experience. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell right beside it to get notifications on my next videos. Thank you once again.